Okay, it's Sunday again. I've recovered from my trip to the Isle of Wight. So we've set up a game. 3,000 point game again. It's our favourite. So we've got Vampire Counts versus Skaven. So decided to roll out his army as it's almost fully painted now. I'll let him talk you through that. Right, so Vampire Counts we have. We're playing the battle line mission as well. We rolled for it and got it again. But it's our favourite. Okay, so we have 5 direwolves, 10 black knights led by Manfred. I thought I'd give him a go, even though he's hideously expensive for what he is, but it's worth a try. Don't really use special characters, so just thought it'd make a nice change. We have a spirit host, 40 zombies with a level 1 necromancer, another spirit host, 30 graveguard, 40 skeletons led by a vampire. Then we have corpse cart with a necromancer riding on top of it. Could be a good idea, probably not. 30 ghouls in horde formation, and there's also a cairn wraith in there. So just proxied with a white king. Now, when you've got one proxy, you might as well have a couple. And then we've got 6 cryptorias, 5 more direwolves, and a Vargolf. And that's it. So let's have a look at Skaven deployment.
Yeah, well, the last week I was sort of sat there thinking while Ollie was at the Isle of Wight that I'd go for my favourite army so far, the Skaven. Like Ollie says, nearly got 3,000 points fully painted. So I thought I might as well roll them out, since I painted a fair bit of it since I last played with them. So here on my right flank I have a Doom Wheel, and then up here I have a small Rat Dart followed by a unit of 50 slaves with a Warlock Engineer. I have another Doom Wheel, behind I have a Warp Lightning Cannon. In the middle I have a unit of 35 Plague Monks, led by a Plague Priest on a Plague Furnace. Out behind them I have the BSB's bunker unit of Clan Rats with the Grey Seer in, and it has a Poison Wind Mortar attached to it. Then I have another Warp Lightning Cannon, a Hell Pit Abomination. Then I have my General's unit. There's another unit of 40 Clan Rats with the General in. They got a Warp Fire Thrower. I've got another Rat Dart unit, and I've got a unit of 50 Skaven slaves on my flank, led by Caster Warlock Engineer. And then over here is my stuff that is going to be coming on later on. My 2 units of 6 gutter runners. Yeah, so that's my force, and yeah, we'll see who goes first.
Okay, I won the roll to go first, and I just moved up cautiously with everything, as you can see. The Vargolf just started to move up the flank, everything else just kind of shuffled up a bit. Manfred and the Black Knights moved up a bit further, just so they can get into range with some of his spells. These guys just vanguarded up, didn't move them any more than that. Then in the magic phase, I rolled 6, but I used the Master of the Black Arts, just to bump it up to a 10. Got channel as well, so I had 11 dice against size 7. He managed to channel with his Warlock Engineer. And then I managed to get quite a few spells off. I managed to get Gaze and Nagash off, which killed 3 of the Rat Dart, who consequently failed their morale test. Ran through the slaves, and the slaves went packing as well, much to Si's disgust. So that was a bit of a result for probably the best shooting phase I've ever had with Vampire Counts, or the best shooting phase anyone's ever had. But yeah, so that was nice. But then I also cast Spirit Leech, managed to get it off, and took out his Doom Wheel. Yeah, unfortunately I was leadership 10, he's only leadership 7, so I did exactly, well, I did 6 wounds to it, so yeah, he wasn't too impressed with that either. So his whole flank's gone, and yeah, see the veins throbbing in his head. He's not amused. But to be fair, that was all that happened in my turn, because obviously I don't have any shooting and there is no close combat. So that's it. So we'll see what happens in Skaven turn 1, if there's any fun left by then. Okay, so let's see.
Okay, end of Skaven turn 1. Basically everything moved up. So Doom Wheel, Plague Monks, the Chieftains unit, everyone, the A-bomb hurtled forward, as the guys, just everyone kind of moved up and in. Then in the magic phase, it was pretty damn eventful. While I missed getting a Warp Lightning attack against the Vargolf, because I rolled pathetically low. Ollie rolled even lower, but Manfred, even without thinking, managed to dispel it, because this is only a level 1 noob. I did get Plague off, however, which was very nice. And I plagued everything was out of range except these guys. I did 1 casualty. It then jumped onto here, did 11 wounds, which was pretty nice considering their toughness 4. Then it jumped onto this unit and wiped out like half of them before stopping. And then in the shooting phase, horror among horror for Ollie, I actually hit stuff. First off, I hit that unit again with the Poison Wind Mortar, taking another 6 off of the unit. And I actually hit the Corpse Cart with this Warp Lightning Cannon. Even though it was only strength 2, I managed to do 3 wounds on the Necromancer riding it and slotting. This shot at the knights over there, but I absolutely missed brilliantly. So yes, not bad shooting phase, pretty damn good magic phase. I think honours are slightly in my favour for once at this point in time. So yeah, we'll have to see how things change in Vampire Counts turn 2.
Okay, end of Vampire Counts turn 2. Just kind of moved everything in sort of defensive positions. So moved the Spirit Hosts up once, just try and redirect the Hell Pit as much as I can. This one's just to try and speed bump the Plague Monk, stop them going in the flank of Manfred. Manfred charged into the Doom Wheel. These guys just moved up, hopefully to try and take out Cannon at some point. The Vargile moved up just to threaten the flanks. These guys charged into the Rat Dart, and everything else is as you see it. The magic phase, I managed to cast something, I can't remember what it was. Do you remember what it was? Oh, I got an Invocation of Nehek, got some more skeletons back, some more ghouls, and this guy also cast it and got some more zombies. I think it's 12 extra there. Manfred cast something, it got dispelled, I think. Oh, it was Soul Blight on this guy, but it got dispelled, and then he failed his second spell, so that was all from him. Then in close combat, the wolves got owned by the rats. There's only 2 left now, but I'm holding them up, which is consequently blocking these guys, which is nice. And Manfred whiffed all his attacks, which was a bit of a shame. And so did the knights, so I only did a wound to it, and we ended up drawing combat after he killed 3 with his Warp Grind. So, not a great turn, looking a bit scary at the moment, but we'll see what happens in Skaven turn 2.
Okay, end of Skaven turn 2. Basically, this Doom Wheel, still locked in combat. Everyone essentially moved up. The slave unit basically reformed to face the Vargolf. Then the magic phase, I got off a Warp Lightning shot which wounded the Vargolf. I got a Pestilent Breath which wounded the Spirit Hosting combat with the Plague Monks. Shooting phase, I put 3 wounds on the Corpse Cart. And then in close combat, I did another 2 wounds to these guys for loss of 1 wound. The Help It killed the Spirit Host and moved forward 2 inches. These guys just killed the Spirit Host through combat res and surged forward. And then my Chaff lost combat and scarred, leaving these guys to their fate, unfortunately. That was pretty much it for my turn 2. So we'll see what Vampire Count's turn 3 is.